Dougie, just looking back to the Arbroath match, obviously a disappointing day on Saturday.
Yeah, disappointed to lose a game. Previously, up until the game, I think we were 5 undefeated at home, which we wanted to continue. Unfortunately, we lose a game 2-1 at home again to Arbroath. Similar story early part of the season as well. I thought we started the game really well. George gets off to a great start in his first game for the club as well, scores after 4 minutes. We have a couple of chances in the first half to extend the lead. We don't take them, and that's always the difficult thing. If you don't get that second and third goal, you're always in a precarious position. And to credit to Arbroath, they get back into the game again. If you look back and analyse the game, their goal, we've got 6 opportunities to deal with the ball before it's in our net, and we don't deal with any of them. And that's the difference. You don't deal with situations, you end up getting punished, and that was the case with Arbroath. They punished us, and the second goal was a fantastic finish for Michael McKenna. Looking
at the match in the second half individually, it was quite an uncharacteristic performance.
Yeah, but listen, when you look back, it's easy to say after the game you played poorly, but in the game actually I thought we played reasonably well. Arbroath they scored their first goal and then they got a lift for that, and we didn't for 10-15 minutes max that, and that's when you find yourself 2-1 down. But I thought after Arbroath scored their second, we kind of came back into the game and we're unlucky. I just think on Saturday in the final third, our delivery, our final pass or that final shot was just poor, and that was the difference on Saturday. I think all through the season when we've had opportunities to put the ball in the box, our delivery's been great. I think on Saturday that's probably the worst it's been, over 90 minutes.
You spoke after the match as well about the start of the year, how it's not been a great start. What has the message been to the players this week going into Inverness away?
Just the same. It's another game. We take one game at a time. We've lost 3 games in a row. That's football at times. You just got to take it in the chin and try and get out of that, and that's what we're trying to do. Like I say, we're up to Inverness tomorrow, another team who have a budget that it should be winning the league. They've got good players. Billy and his staff have done terrifically well this season with the injuries that they've had to deal with. At times they've had 11, 12 first team starters, you want to call it, out injured. So they've had a hard season as well, but they're still in and around it, and it'll be another tough game. But the good thing for us is we've got a not bad record up there, so we've got to take confidence from that. But we've just got to play the way we have all season, Gary. If we do that, then we'll get every opportunity to try and get something from the game.
You mentioned the recent record up at the Caledonian Stadium, and obviously the last time out you had that 4-0 win. You'll be going up there with plenty of confidence. Yeah,
but listen, we've always got confidence into games where you don't become a bad team overnight. We've lost a couple of games. That's life. You got to deal with that as a manager and as players. And like I say, we've been in this position before this season. At the start of the season, we lost 3 in a row as well. So it's not the end of the world. Obviously, we would have liked to have picked up more points than we have, but at the end of the day we haven't, and we got to get out of the position that we're in. And what I mean by that is start picking up points again, because like I say, we don't want our season to peter out. I think we're still in a good position at the moment. We've got a game in hand, so if we can get a positive result in Saturday up at Inverness, then we kick start again.
Transfer news, obviously the window is shut, but the loan window is still open until the end of February. Is there any possible movement there?
Yeah, we'll explore that avenue if players become available. They think that, and I always say this, I think players coming into the building have to help you. They need to be better than what you've got, and that'll always be the case here. I don't just want to fill the squad just with numbers. We need quality in the team, and like I say, we've got a quality squad at the moment. If we can add 1 or 2 more to that, then they have to be better than what we have, and if we can do that, we've got up to the end of February, and if people come available, we'll explore it and see if they help. If they can, then we'll get them in. If not, then we just move on to the next season.
Last week you obviously mentioned Strappy's unfortunate injury against Celtic. Has there been any update on that?
Nah, Lewis is obviously, again, he's been on a brace for another 2 weeks. He was at the hospital on Wednesday, so the news I think is not great. Lewis's season could be over. We just need to wait to get the proper diagnosis, but it's looking like it could be another 8 to 12 weeks, so that takes you to May. So like I say, it could be season over for Lewis, which is disappointing for him.
And in terms of team selection now ahead of tomorrow, obviously Grant comes back from the suspension. Is there any other news?
Well, obviously Alan left, so Alan's now, I've seen he signed for East Kilbride last night. So listen, I wish Alan all the best. He was terrific last season for the club and myself. This season it's no worked out probably the way Alan would have liked with his injuries that he's had, obviously over pre-season and then during the first half of the season. So like I say, I wish Alan all the best. A great guy, and like I say, Alan will probably benefit going there and playing week in, week out. But on the other news, nothing to mention. Like I say, if we can get 1 or 2 in, then great. If not, then we go for the squad we have to the end of the season.